feel so upset with things in life or with anything that you can't chant?
Well, like many people, I've discovered that there are times when the medicine I need the most is the medicine that's the hardest to take. And it's not like I'm so upset that I can't chant. But sometimes, when I get really nervous or really stressed out, or, I get anxiety like we were talking about, and I know that the best thing that I know how to do to help that inner turmoil is to sing and to chant. And yet a lot of those times I don't. And that's like it's like a song I wrote once where it says, "O bowel of the road, O bowel my heart, what keeps me tied to the corner of the room? What keeps me tied?" And it's like in another song, Hari Guna Gao, where the Bengali singer says, "My boat is sinking. My boat of my life is sinking into the dirty water. But I know by singing God's graces and God's qualities, Radha and Krishna's qualities," that's what the song says, that I will be carried to the other shore. But he says, "Oh, my crazy mind, why don't I sing with bliss the qualities of Hari?" So yeah, sometimes I don't sing when I know the best thing in the world for me to do at that moment is to sing. On the other hand, there's times like when I had pneumonia, okay, it was like 4 years ago, and I often go back to this because it was really big for me, because I couldn't sing. I didn't have the lung capacity to sing. I didn't have the physical energy to sing. And sometimes I would get very depressed. But I found that what I had to do, I didn't had to do it. It just I found happening, because it's always the flip side of illness is you slow down. Everything slows down. And I found that, I was just doing a lot of japa, and I was doing a lot of quiet, sort of not so passionate, but very deep communication with God and with my guru, through mantra. But no, I wasn't singing out. I didn't have the energy for it. And I realized that there's many ways of chanting. And some of it is, one way of chanting is very loud and very full out and very full of music. Another way of chanting is just I don't know if you were able to pick up what I was saying, but I was saying Ram, 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 Ram. And I had to explore the bhakti without energy, bhakti without shakti, you could say, that and find a different kind of shakti, a different kind of inner empowerment. It wasn't strong, but it was deep. So there's that too, when we sometimes don't have the energy to really full on do our practice. We're human beings, and as human beings, most of us, not all, but most of us get beat around by life sometimes. It seems part of the experience of being incarnated is a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties, and a lot of beauty. And our spiritual practice shows itself a little differently in all those different phases of life, and that makes sense. And it's not always hard. It's not always easy to track it, so to speak. It's not always easy to know, well, what should I do right now to feel connected? And maybe there's nothing I can do. Maybe all I can do is sit here and cry. And sometimes that's the best thing that you can do.
Haribo, 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 Haribo. Hare Bol, Hare Bol.